You caught me in the middle of doing a lot of stuff, and this is stuff I'm doing to my own Mantis, because now he is on point. We are changing all the designer parts out for the real nylon carbon fiber reinforced stuff. So whilst designing, we used this PCTG, and it's good for designing. It's a lot cheaper and it works, but now we have finalized the rig. We want to switch out everything for really good parts, as sliders in nylon and skid plates and whatever you have. So yeah, it's time to remove the old stuff and bring in the real deal. What do I want to tell you? Why am I making this recording? Well, I want to help you set up your own Mantis. I don't have a manual in there. I understand that people who buy this will be able to put it together, but anyway, I want to give you a little guide where to start when you build your own Mantis. We have a set screw. There's two in the package. We have these long screws. These are 40s. We have 4 M3 by 12, and we have 8 M3 by 10s. That's actually the basic core of screws you need to set up to build the what is this, the spine of the Mantis. It's graded hardware. These ones are 10.9, the ones in your back are 12.9, so it's good stuff. These ones will also be, these are also graded. I don't know, it's 10.9 or 12.9, I'm not sure, but anyway, this is my Mantis, and whilst fiddling on it I realized maybe I have to make a few things clear, or on which designing options, which roads we took to end up where we are now. While I see it, my Mantis is getting a new servo, and this is a low profile Mantis servo. And now I have a lot of clearance on the front axle. The other one was a normal Yippin 70 kg, which I had to space up a lot, but now with this setup everything is we have nice parallel links over here. So yeah, and I like the color. It's a green Mantis is green, the body is green, so a green servo. I already have this Yantry servo, a black one, in my Tsunami build, and really works really good. So what do we have? We have our rails. First thing we can do is put these mounts in here, which I use the M10s for. Where's my driver? These are supposed to go all the way in the rear. I don't need to tighten them too much. We'll put a few screws in there, not really tightening them. Now the front one, you can see the difference because the front one is a little wider. The chassis pinches to the rear. The front one, you can put it anywhere you want. Later on, these front ones can be used to also bolt your shocks onto. So depending on where your shocks are, you can change the position of the front one. I'm just going to put it somewhere now, just for the purposes of this video. Anywhere, doesn't matter what, just bolt them in. Also, yeah, it can be mounted like this, like this, like this, or like this, whatever. The spacing fits on all the holes on the front of the Mantis. So this is the other one. We have 2 in now. I'm not really tightening these at the moment. Take the other one. That's not such a difficult process, so probably the editor will skip this part. As you could see, everything screws nice together, and that is due to the brass inserts we use in all the imported places. So you can tie and untie this as much as you want. Okay, the next thing, we drop the skid plate in here. There's different skid plates. I already showed that before. Let's just take the one we could use for an element gearbox. Where's an element gearbox? I have one over here. So this is the bolt pattern for an element gearbox, which fits really nice on this one. We don't use the 4th bolt, 3 is more than enough. And if you buy this one, you get a spacer, so you can just space the gearbox just a tiny bit up if you maybe show it like this. If you need it, if you don't need it, you don't have to use it. Anyway, we will just bolt this gearbox in here. This is the one with the forward motor mount, which we are now redesigning, because at the moment, yeah, I'm jumping from left to right again once more. At the moment, the motor mount, that's this piece over here. We do the motor up or down to adjust to the pinion. We are going to switch that around, so yeah, I cannot really show it. Maybe like this. It will be like this, so the motor will shift left to right to adjust the pinion, which will give a tiny bit more clearance on the bottom if we can do the motor left to right. Yeah, you know what I mean. Okay, so skid plate in here. Now, there's a lot of things I've seen since since I'm busy with this hobby, and that is, you often find yourself removing sliders or whatever you have to adjust links. If you want to change your links, that's a whole thing to do. Now, we designed this one so that does not need to be done. We take one of these M3x12s. We have one of the sliders also with the brass inserts which match these holes, so you can adjust your links straight in the brass ones. So you see, we have 3 holes on the slider. The middle one is just used to keep the skid plate in place. So yeah, okay. Clumsy me. Okay, and again we are going in these brass inserts, so tying and untying on the skid plate shouldn't really bother you. You can do it as much as you want. Now we have one bolt in position, and we will do the other one as well. Where's the right hand side one? It's over here. Same thing. Middle hole. Drive it through a little bit. Through the middle hole. Through the middle hole on the skid plate. This is the, did I mention it is the M3x12. Pull him down. Okay, so now your skid plate is already attached to the chassis, and also the sliders are attached to the chassis, and now you can fiddle with your links whatever you want. How do we attach the links? We will go through this. This is the M40 nut, M40 screw. As you can see, if we line it up, it sits over here, and it takes the slider, the chassis, a part of the skid plate, and then the link goes nice in here. So let's just screw this one in. That's gonna be a while. We'll probably fasten this up. So it comes out here. Just drive it a little bit back, and then this one is ready to put a link in here. We do the same on the other side. Yeah, I can do the same on the other side. There's really no use for that. And then we have the rear links. The rear links, that's why you have the set screw in here. The set screw goes straight in here, and your rear links, let me grab a set of rear links. Your rear links just, yeah, the other way around, just fit in here like this. Yeah, so the set screw, you wanna measure this up a little bit. So what I am doing is I'm taking a marker. I keep the set screw in place as I want it, and then I mark where the screw, where my drill will be, and you can take preferably, yeah, okay, I can't speak that word. Well, you want to take something like the side of the skid plate. So now you know if your driver is over there, the set screw is really nice in place. Yeah. I think you will understand what I mean. I will drive one in here now. It goes also to the brass ones. Now back here there's only it will be self-threading in the last piece, and it will show. I usually drive it halfway because that's the moment when you can start attaching your links. You can attach one and then you try to keep the other one in place, and that's always the moment you like to have more than one hand. Yeah, I will do it like this. You would like to have more than two hands, and I will drive it. As you see, the mark is on the side of the skid plate, maybe a tiny bit more, something like this, and then we take the drill out and the links are nice in place. So that's how we do this. And then you are left with two more M3x12s, which are the ones you just drive in. You could already have driven in one from this side, just like this. And then the skid, the slider is firmly attached to the skid. The skid is nice in place, and yeah, that's basically how you do. Maybe we can do a front link also. I have one laying around here. These are the one from mine, but I need to make them like 3 mm shorter, so that's also a reason why we disassembled all this thing just like this. Fine, you can just drive it in. Okay, that's how we do the base of the Mantis. That's the screws you need, and that's the links attached now. So that's how that works. I don't really have much more to say on this one, except that I am in the middle of the process of figuring out links and link lengths for different axles, so I can help people who buy one with suggestions, or even make links and add them to the kit. So yeah, if you want links also, we can do that. And then the front ones will be brass lowers, depending on which axle you use. These are now the ones for temporo straights, but we also have axles for we also have links for, because I'm building another one over here. As you can see, we're building another one, and this one is on Mius F9 axles. Really nice. So we also have links for that one. This one is at the moment set up with the Rhino, with a Rhino set of links. That Rhino set works really well. It keeps the front short and the rear a little bit longer, and as it sits over here, it's 320, 321 millimeter one, and yeah, that also looks really nice with a lot of clearance on the rear of this thing. And yeah, the short uppers, they don't really. I would have thought that the pinion angle would change a lot more, but it actually doesn't, and it goes in the right direction. So yeah, these links from Rhino, yeah, I like these. They can also be added to your package, or you can buy them yourself. I can put a link up in the description. But yeah, this one is with OD3 gearbox. This is for an element gearbox, or an NOD2 gearbox. Also fits on this bolt pattern. Yeah. I don't really have much more to say. You're gonna say there's screws left. Yeah, one is for over here, one is for over here, and the other one is for over here. It is nice to remember from which side you drove the set screw in here, because if you have to remove it for what reason, whatever, it's nice to know if it was from the right hand side or the left hand side of the chassis. But yeah, that's how this works. I'm not going to make this one really long. I just want to give you some look behind the scenes from how we designed and engineered this one. So it will be also easy to work once. So it will also be easy to work on once it is assembled. As you can see, mine is over here right now, and we keep everything in. The screws are just screwed out, so I can work on the links. And yeah, this ones I already just put them back in, so the set screw is already in there, but nothing falls apart when you design things a bit properly. Yeah, what can I say? Nothing else then. Thank you for watching and see you on the next one. Bye.